Hello everyone. Today I'm gonna talk about the importance of culture and text types in translation. Should culture be translated? First, it's important to know that there are several factors to be a good translator. Then to be a good translator, you must first recognize the type of text to be translated. 2. Be attentive to the content and the lexical syntax. Third, the ideology. 4. Ways of life of a culture. And 5. Know the audience well. Now, the theories of the translation of the 19th century. Two important German philosophers come to show us what a good translator should be. So, in the year 1811, the German philosopher Goethe cited in Robinson in the year 1997, talk about two important steps for translation. First, it is required to bring the foreign author to see it as ours. 2. You must cross overseas and find yourself within your circumstances. That is your way of speaking an Annikens. In the year 1813, the German philosopher Schleiermacher cited in Robinson 1997 the path of the translator. The first, the translator annoys the writer as little as possible and moves the reader towards the author. 2. The translator annoys the reader as little as possible and moves the writer in his direction. Now, what is culture? They are the customs of a society, its religion, its values, music, tradition, habits, political hierarchies, and the use of technology in these times. This means that different cultures are different point of view, for which we could give an example where different cultures are spoken. Western culture is deeply religious, while in Anglo-American culture there is liberalism. The translation includes at least two languages and two cultures. This means that looking at the translation is questioning how cultures are related. Now, the translation process. There are two translation processes, foreignization and familiarization. There is concern about the following literary text. First, scientific text. They belong to what is called universal culture. The translator works with a neutral culture. The translator is concerned with the content and transmitting facts or ideas. The translation is less interested in the cultural context of the text because it can be similar to the text of origin and destination. Announcements. Announcements normally they can be translated, but they are rewriting in the new language. It fails if they are translated into a foreign language. The foreign culture, 3. Expressions of religious courtesy. They are rewriting in the target language. Now, the relation between translation and culture. Nowadays, to translate, the culture of origin and destination is taken into account. Language and culture can be separated. Never can be separated. Familiarization process. It is when the translation of the culture of origin has been replaced by the culture of destiny. And foreignization process is when the new reader conceptualizes translation through his efforts. The translation and integration. Familiarization. The translation moves smartly to bring the author closer to the new reader because the translator understands different cultures. Therefore, it can be a bit difficult. However, that is what familiarization is about. The familiarization is about that the greetings of the cultures look different and acceptable but not an intangible. Limits of familiarization. The main foreign elements of the source text must be preserved. The text of the society related by the original author must remain essentially the same. It does not have to be read as a native text and behave as members of the target culture do. That is, the characters should not become native. Finally, the conclusion. The culture is essential for translation. The aim of the translation is to enrich the target language. The translator acts as a mediator between the culture of destiny and the culture of origin. And there are two main approaches: familiarization. The author is taken to the reader, and foreignization, the reader is taken to the author. Thank you.